Welcome to toy-polloi.
Hello and welcome to another video from toy-polloi, and in today's video we're going to be making some custom stickers for a vintage Thundercats ThunderTank. Now recently you'll have seen on my channel that I restored this ThunderTank, and all the way through the restoration I was thinking that LJN had actually missed out on a very simple thing to do to this toy, and something that lots of toys of that area had, and that was stickers. There are quite a few empty spaces that really do look quite plain, and just the addition of some simple stickers can really make a toy look so much better. So that is the plan for today's project. We're going to work out where we can add some stickers, then I'm going to do a load of Photoshop work and get them designed and apply them to my already restored ThunderTank and see if we can make it look even better. So let's get on with the project. So here is my restored ThunderTank, and I have to say it's not a bad looking toy. It's a little on the small size compared to the figures, but overall it does look pretty good, and it has quite a unique mechanism. Pressing the button on the back and everything springs open. But if we take the figure out, we can see that there's actually quite a lot of sort of bare panels inside, especially in the cockpit. If we look in the cockpit, we can see we've got this sort of thing that should be a control panel. So we've got three panels, one in the middle and one either side, that look like they could do with some extra bits adding to them. If we look down into the cockpit, you can see we have these blue panels on the side which do have a fair bit of detail, but they've got this sort of lozenge shape that again looks like something should be added to it, and that's the same on both sides. So I want to add something to those. Then if we turn around to the back, this is where the mechanism is fired from. So this whole thing here is actually a button, but underneath it there is this little panel which looks like it could be a number plate or something like that, and we could easily add a little sticker there. And then if we open up this rear section, so let me open this up, this is where the gunner chair is hidden, we have these large surfaces here and here that look really plain, and again just the simple addition of some stickers would improve that. We also have this panel here which looks like there should be something on it. So yeah, those are the sort of areas I want to cover. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do as far as the sticker design goes. I'll just sort of go with the flow when I'm in Photoshop. But the first thing to do is actually to measure all of these areas and work out how big we can make these stickers. So let's get the ruler out and I'll take some measurements and do a few little sketches and drawings. And then we'll head straight into Photoshop. Okay, so this is my sort of rough sketches, and at the moment you can see they are pretty rough. Really this is just an idea of the shape of the stickers that I'm going to make, so I've sort of roughed out these shapes and taken some quite careful measurements, because actually that's the measurements of the key part. I'm going to take these into Photoshop and draw them up properly. Once I've got them all sort of laid out, then I will start actually making the internal parts, and that's the bit where I'm just going to sort of go crazy and see what happens. So yeah, let's get started on actually designing these stickers. After about an hour's work, I've ended up with this, and I'm pretty happy with how they're looking. I've just printed this out onto some semi-gloss sticky-backed printer paper. I'm really happy with this, the overall feel of them. I think they look sort of vintage, but they're going to match very nicely with the ThunderTank. So the next thing to do is actually cut all of these out, and then we can start applying them. And I will show you where they go as I apply them. But we've basically got a set here which are for the front cockpit. We've got this set here which go just in front of the gunner chair, and then we've got these panels that go inside, sort of around the gun, and then we've got this little sort of Thundercats emblem to go on the rear as well. I think it's going to look really nice. So yeah, let's get these cut out and we'll start applying them to the toy. We'll start by applying the 5 new stickers for the cockpit. So we've got 2 control panels either side. We have the Thundercats logo in the middle, and I've got a couple of orange lozenges to go on these blue panels here. I think it will make quite a big difference to how this cockpit looks, because at the moment you can see it is a pretty plain thing. So let's apply those and see what a difference it makes. And there you go, that is the first 5 stickers applied, and I'm really happy with what a difference it makes to the cockpit there. It's a really simple thing to do, I feel, and something that I wish LJN had done sort of back in the day. Just a few stickers like this just sort of brings this cockpit to life. So when you put Lionel in, it really looks like he's got panels to click and press buttons on. So there you go, that's the first bit. Let's now move on to the sort of rear section and start adding all of the new stickers there. There are 7 stickers to apply here. We've got 3 to go on this panel here to make it actually look like a computer console. Then we've got 2 on either side, so 1 on this upper section and 1 on the lower section on both sides, and it's just going to add a whole load of extra detail, because I've even included things like a little radar dish here, which I think is going to make it look much more sort of computery and sort of futuristic. So let's get all of these applied and we'll see what that looks like. So there you can see all of the panels now in the rear section, and I think that just sort of gives it that extra sort of level of detail. It actually looks like there's sort of things going on in here. We've got lots of panels, we've got little radars, I've got computer screens with readouts on them, and generally it just looks a lot more interesting. So I'm very happy again with how that has turned out. We have 1 final sticker to add, which is on this rear section. I was thinking of adding some sort of number plate or something like that, and then I thought that was just a bit too jokey. So what I've done is I've just made a little Thundercats logo there to stick on the back as a kind of sort of nod to a number plate. I just think something simple like that is all it needs. So we'll get that one stuck on, and I'll show you the completed toy. And so here we go, here is the finished custom stickered ThunderTank, and I'm really happy with how these have turned out. When you initially look at the vehicle like this, it doesn't look like there's been any additions to it. It's when you look around the back and you see all of those details inside the cockpit and all of the details inside the gunner section, it really just looks so much more interesting. And as I say, I wish that LJN had done this back when this vehicle was first released. It's the sort of thing that most toy makers were doing. They would give you a toy and they would give you a sticker sheet, because even the addition of a few little stickers can bring a toy to life, and it really makes such a massive difference to a toy like this that otherwise is just looking really rather plain. So there you go, that is my new custom sticker set for the vintage Thundercats ThunderTank. If you want to have a go at adding these stickers to your own ThunderTank, then head on over to toy-polloi.com and you'll be able to download that sticker file, print it out onto some glossy sticky back printer paper or some sort of semi-gloss. Doesn't really matter, you just go for whatever paper you like the look of. In this instance I've gone for a semi-gloss. I think it just sort of fits the age of the vehicle, but use whatever you have and have a go at them on your vehicle. I think it does make the world of difference. If you've enjoyed this video, then make sure to hit the subscribe button and tap the bell to be notified each time I upload a new video. And if you've really enjoyed it and want to help support toy-polloi, then why not think about becoming a Patreon or YouTube channel member. You get early access to all of my restoration videos and also access to an exclusive video series called On the Cutting Mat, where I show projects and restorations that you won't see anywhere else. So have a think about that, and thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching toy-polloi. Subscribe for more great videos.